So let your eyes close gently and bring yourself into the present moment. And just take a breath in and out. Don't try and force your breath in any particular way. Just tune into your breath as a way of starting to come into the present and call to mind an issue that's a challenge in your life, a problem. Could be, worried about money, worried about your job, having a conflict with somebody, a self-esteem issue, confidence, a conflict that you're carrying, an old grudge, anything at all that's been troubling you. And this process works best if you can get a specific example of it. So if it's a confidence thing, when is confidence an issue? Is it at work? Is it in relationships? Is it when you go out socially? Just call to mind an actual situation where you felt this issue. Is it when you get the bills, you open up the letters or your emails these days? Just take a moment to think about this little piece that's been stressing you and causing you anxiety and pain and spoiling your happiness. Maybe it's a struggle, been frustrating. And see if you can get an image in your mind of when this happens. Is it in the daytime or nighttime? Is there anyone else there? Are you inside or outside? Where actually are you? Just really, I want you to connect to the issue and really feel it. And as you're connecting to it, become aware of the stories that you tell yourself about having this issue. That I'm weak, that I'm no good, that I'm unlovable, that I'm alone, that I have to fight to survive, that there's something wrong with me, that I'm not good enough, that I should be over this now, too sensitive, give too much. Just be aware of all the stories that go through your mind when you focus on this issue. And be aware how those stories, when it's happening, seem so real. They seem like the truth. But they're actually just stories. They're just electrical impulses going through your brain. And now, as you're calling them to awareness, be aware of witnessing them. Be aware of observing them. There is some part of you that is watching these stories. That's not the stories. And that is your awareness. And as soon as you become aware of witnessing the stories, you're no longer in the story. It's a bit like this, when you're in the story, you're in the river of stories. And when you're witnessing, you step out of the river on the bank and you watch the stories. And just see if you can get a sense of observing the thoughts that go through your mind around having this issue. And take a breath into your belly and up to your chest and let go. And another breath into your belly and up to your chest, connecting your breath, focusing on this issue and letting go and feeling inside your body as you're connecting your breath, expanding and letting go. What happens in your body when you focus on this issue? Where does your awareness go? You feel heavy, tight, tense, some sense of pressure maybe, breathing into your body, up to your chest, and then let go, connecting your breath in and out so that you become present in your body, so that you energize, so that you can feel the feelings. Maybe you feel numb or frozen. If that's the case, just go with that. That's important. breathing into it, keeping in mind the issue that you're dealing with, and noticing what's happening in your physical body. Where are the sensations? And what qualities do the sensations have? That's the way, focusing on that part of your body that's calling for attention and breathing in there. And as you're tuning into the sensations, be aware of the emotion that's linked to those sensations. You feel frightened, nervous, frustrated, sad, confused. Breathing in there and see if you can feel the sensations and the emotion that's present in whatever you're experiencing. See if you can accept that for now and breathe into it. Open up and let yourself feel your feelings fully in this moment. Whatever you're feeling is coming up in this moment for healing. So breathing belly to chest, focusing on the issue and then feeling your body. Where is this in your body that you're holding this? That's the way. Breathing in and letting go, nice and gently, just being present with what is. We're not trying to get anywhere or make anything happen. The goal is to connect to what's present. And if you feel very little, maybe you feel a little numb, a little empty, a little blank, a little frozen. Just breathe into that and see if you can feel that more fully. That's the way. Breathing in, belly, chest, expanding and letting go. That's the way. And notice, maybe the sensations in your body have shifted to another part of your body. Maybe the emotion is the same, or it's got more intense or less intense or changed. Breathing into your belly and up to your heart. If you think that you might have lost it, lost the feeling, just bring the issue to mind again and see what happens. If you bring it to mind and you're feeling calm or peaceful, you probably popped through already to your heart state. If it's still there or there's another feeling, there's another layer to feel. So just breathing into that, whatever's here, see if you can feel it fully and allow it to be here, connecting your breath gently, not in a hurry, no pushing, just allowing. Let yourself be here and feel and open up. And if some tears come, just let the tears come, no problem. Whatever's coming up is coming up for a healing because you're ready to feel this and heal it. That's the way. Breathing in and letting go. And as you connect to the emotion, let the emotion take you back in time to a previous time when you felt this same feeling. It could be last year, 5 years ago, all the way back to your childhood. And it's possible there's no regression also. There's just a feeling in the present. And if that's the case, it's totally okay too. You don't have to have a memory recall, but just give it a moment. Breathe into your body, up to your chest, expanding and letting go. Feeling the emotion and let the emotion take you back in time to a previous time when you felt this feeling. That's the way. Belly, chest, expanding and letting go. And as I said, if there's no aggression, just stay with the feeling that's present in your body. And if you do have a memory recall happening, be aware that you're an adult remembering this previous state. If it's a childhood recall, then in this moment, there is the presence of a loving adult, which is you, with this child recall, which is probably what was really required at that time. So breathing in there as the loving parent and letting go. That's the way. Breathing in, belly, chest, being present with the experience that's rising in this moment, and letting go. Trusting in the process of healing that happens naturally and organically when we let ourselves feel. Taking a breath into your belly, up to your chest, and checking into your body again. What's happening now in your body? Might take a couple of breaths to feel that. Where is the dominant sensation now? And what qualities can you feel? Heavy, light, tight, loose, sharp, dull. Breathing in, opening up, and letting go. Maybe you're feeling some warmth, some sense of expansion, some sense of love, peace, or gratitude. If you're feeling something like that, then you've shifted past the emotional layer into your heart space. And I would continue to breathe into that experience. Breathing into your belly, up to your chest, letting yourself feel fully, opening your heart, coming home inside to the truth of who you are, which is peace, love, happiness, wholeness, and perfection. Breathing in, belly, chest, expanding, and letting go. Let your awareness expand now through the whole of your body. See if you can feel a gentle, soft hum or a buzz or energy flowing through your body. We're moving into the heart state now. And in this heart state, we get to connect to the intelligence that's in our heart. And we can address this issue, this situation in your life from a heart intelligence perspective by realizing that this situation is calling you to grow. It's calling you to develop a heart quality. And we're going to put this into a little intention, which goes in the form, I consent to living in the heart quality and practicing the heart practice. So I want you right now to breathe into your belly and up to your heart and tune into your heart intelligence. Your heart is intelligent and you can use it for guidance, and see if you can feel which of the heart qualities you're being called to develop here. If it's more ease, less push, less struggle, then I consent to living in the presence of ease and practicing effortless flow. If the heart quality you're being called to develop is happiness, it's I consent to living in the presence of happiness and practicing savoring the moment. If it's peace, I consent to living in the presence of peace and practicing acceptance. If it's love, I consent to living in the presence of love and practicing compassion. If it's connection, consent to living in the presence of connection and practicing presence or openness. Maybe you're being called to develop gentleness here and practicing mercy and forgiveness, kindness. Maybe it's a sense of spaciousness, of opening to the mystery of life. I consent to living in the presence of spaciousness and practicing mystery. Maybe you're being called to cultivate some sense of greater abundance and practicing generosity. Or maybe this situation's calling you to stand in courage and practice keeping your heart open in discomfort and welcoming life in. Maybe it's an opportunity to develop more gratitude and practice praise and appreciation. Or possibly to develop enthusiasm by listening to and following your heart. Just trusting the heart quality that's calling to you in this moment. Breathing into your belly and up to your heart. And maybe there was a heart quality I didn't say, and that's totally okay also. And see if you can just stay with that little intention like a mantra as you're breathing for a moment. You might like to remember a previous time when you felt this heart quality. previous time when you felt peace or love or courage or gratitude or happiness, and breathe belly to chest, cultivating this heart quality that you've been called to develop here at this point in your life. Beautiful. And if you were to take one step forward in your life from this heart quality, what would that be? Something that you could do this week. Breathing into your belly and up to your heart and letting go. Listening to your heart. If you listened to and followed your heart in response to this situation, what would be your next step? Awesome. Taking another breath into your belly and up to your chest, and begin to gently bring yourself back into the present moment again. Take a nice deep breath down to your hands and feet, fingers and toes, bringing yourself back into the present moment. Nice deep breath in, and be aware of the chair that you're sitting in, the room that you're in, the sound of my voice outside of you, and gently bring yourself back into the present moment. When you're ready, you can let your eyes open, have a bit of a stretch, coming back with this heart connection